Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassandra and today we're doing a very quick class to target our glutes and lower body. Let's begin in a child's pose. Big toes are touching, knees are about shoulder width distance apart, and just focus on relaxing your upper body. Softening the neck and shoulders, taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. Allowing the hips to sink towards the heels. Let's stay here for 3 more deep belly breaths. Start to come up onto hands and knees and take a few rounds of cat and cow. So on the inhale, you drop the belly and lift the gaze. And as you exhale, you round your back, bringing chin to chest. And take 2 more here. Squeezing your shoulder blades behind your back. And then as you exhale, curling tailbone under, belly button hugs in. Inhale, reaching your heart forward. Keep your elbows straight here. And as you exhale, draw it in. Move with your breath. And this time, extend your right leg back. Find your balance and reach your left arm forward. Take 1 breath here, and as you exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch around your spine. Inhale, stretch it back, engage your abdominals and glutes. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale to reach and lengthen. Exhale, draw it in, elbow and knee come to touch. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, pull it in. This time, inhale, stretch it back, and start to bring your right leg over towards the right and your left arm over towards the left. Lift your heel as high as you can, engage your glutes, keep breathing. And lower down. Let's switch sides. Left leg goes back, find your balance, and extend your right arm forward, bicep along the ear. Breath here. Exhale, bring elbow and knee to touch. Inhale to stretch it back. Exhale to pull it in, engage your abdominals. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, back. Exhale, pull it in towards the navel. And this time as you reach it back, let's go ahead and open up towards the side. Right arm goes right, left leg goes left. Take a breath here, lift it up a tiny bit higher, squeeze your glutes, and then set it back down. Walk your palms out in front of you a few inches and find your downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart, bend your knees as much as you need to here, maybe paddling the feet a little. And then on an inhale, right leg rises up towards the sky, bend your right knee, open up your hip. Trying to get your right knee to be the highest point here. Squeeze your glutes and set your right foot down. Let's switch sides. Left leg rises up towards the sky, bend your left knee, open up through that left hip. Try to relax your neck here, pressing your chest towards your thighs. Lift that left knee up a little bit higher before setting it down. And then look forward to the top of the mat and step both feet up. Find your forward fold. Feet are hip width distance apart. And just soften your upper body here. You can bend your knees if your hamstrings are tight. Now bend your knees, get your thighs and upper body parallel towards the ground. And see if maybe you can reach your arms forward with your biceps along the ears. So 1 long line from the crown of your head all the way towards your tailbone. Sink your hips a little bit lower. Chest is parallel to the earth. Maybe lift all 10 toes, squeeze your inner thighs together. Find your breath. Almost out of the pose, and then straighten your legs, fold forward, let it go. Roll all the way up to stand, and we'll start to flow. As you inhale, both arms reach up, palms come to touch, and as you exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, flat back. And on the exhale, plant your palms, find your high push-up. Exhale, come all the way down onto your belly. Inhale into upward facing dog. And as you exhale, come back through to your downward facing dog. So find your downward dog once more here, pressing chest towards your thighs, and then right leg rises up towards the sky. And step your right foot forward in between your palms. Come up into a high lunge, so high on the ball of your back toes. Both arms are reaching up. Sink your hips down low. Let's reach our fingertips and arms back so that you can tilt your chest forward, hovering off of your right thigh. Belly button hugs back, press into both feet, both legs evenly. Reach your arms back so you can squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Find your focus. Take one more breath here and then slowly start to balance onto your right leg, coming into Warrior 3. So your left hip rolls down, left toes are pointing down. And maybe start to bring your hands to heart center. Lift that back leg up a tiny bit higher and then bend into your right knee. Hold here. Slowly straighten your right leg and step your left foot forward to the top of the mat. Find your chair pose. Bending into your knees, sink your hips, squeeze your inner thighs, inner legs together. Sink down a tiny bit lower. And then maybe start to lift your heels off of the mat, coming onto the balls of your feet. Relax your heels back down, fold forward, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips onto your shins. Exhale to fold. Press to stand, both arms reach up overhead, palms come to touch. And as you exhale, draw your hands down. Let's do the same thing second side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, find your high plank. On the exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And as you exhale, move up and back, down dog. Second side, so this time left leg reaches up towards the sky. Keep your left leg straight. Engage your glutes as you step your left foot forward in between your palms. Find your crescent lunge. Both arms are reaching up. Stacking shoulders over your hips, bending into your left knee generously. Chest is lifted. Let's reach our arms back as you tilt your upper body forward, hovering off of your front thigh. Keep your gaze focused. Still bending deeply through your left knee. Find your balance, and then from here, let's start to kick up into our Warrior 3 stance. So left leg starts to straighten, right leg reaches back, and you can keep your arms alongside you for balance if that helps, or you can start to bring your hands to heart center. At most, you're parallel to the ground here, so don't let your heart go too far down. Let's bend into our left knee generously. Straighten it back up, and then find your chair pose from here. Right foot steps next to left. Bend into your knees, sink your hips, keep your chest lifted. And maybe start to lift your heels off of the mat, squeezing your ankles in towards each other. Maintain that deep bend through the knees, high on the balls of your feet. Try not to hold your breath. Let's drop our heels down, fold forward. Relax your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press to stand, both arms reach up overhead, palms come to touch, and as you exhale, draw your hands down. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, deep breath here. Exhale, plant your palms, find your high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, hover halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg rises up towards the sky. And step your right foot forward in between your palms. Find your crescent lunge, so same pose as last time, bending into your right knee. Both arms are reaching up. Sink your hips a little bit lower. And then let's interlace our fingers behind our lower back. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. And then fold forward, hovering off of your right thigh. Reach your knuckles towards your heels. Back of the neck stays long. And then find your balance through your right leg. Start to bend into your right knee as you lift your left leg off of the mat, coming into swan pose. So keep your right knee as bent as you can here. Knuckles reaching towards your heels. Drop your fingertips down towards the mat, straighten your right leg, lift your left leg up a little bit higher, standing splits. Come up halfway. Bring your hands to heart center, bring both knees into touch. So you can lift all of the way and cross your left ankle over the top of your right thigh, sitting down a little bit lower, modified chair pose. Straighten through both legs, drop your arms alongside your body. Second side. Inhale, both arms reach up, palms come to touch. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your palms, find your high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg rises up towards the sky this time. Keep your left hip rolling down and step your left foot forward in between your palms. Find your high lunge. Both arms are reaching up. Bending into your left knee. And let's interlace our fingers behind our lower back. This time do it the more unusual way. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back. Try to lift your knuckles off of your lower back as you lean forward. So almost like Warrior 3, we're going to stand onto our left leg, but try to keep your left knee as bent as possible. Reaching your right leg up and back. Try to keep your chest lifted here. Bend a little bit deeper into your left knee. Find your focus. Drop your palms down onto the mat. Straighten through your left leg. Reach your right leg up a little bit higher. Find your standing splits. Try to relax your neck here. Deep breaths. Come halfway up. Find your balance as you bring your hands to heart center. Bend into both knees and cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh, keeping your right foot flexed as you bend into your left knee and sink your hips down a little bit deeper. Really getting into the glutes and hips here. Start to straighten the legs. Drop it down. Find your regular chair pose. Hands at heart center. And let's take a twist. Right elbow over your left thigh. Make sure your right knee draws back. Pressing your palms together firmly at the center of your chest, rolling both shoulder blades down your back. Look down and step your right foot all the way back so that you come into your high lunge, maintaining your twist. Maybe look up if it's accessible to you. Belly button hugs back. Drop both palms down onto the mat and find your downward facing dog. On an inhale, left leg rises up towards the sky, and from here bring your left knee behind your left wrist, coming into our pigeon pose. So keep your hips evenly stacked, don't lean on one more than the other, and either stay up tall or start to fold forward. Upper body softens down. Deep belly breaths here. Try to let gravity do most of the work for you. Start to lift your chest back up. Ease your way back in through downward facing dog. Look forward to the top of the mat and step or hop both feet in between your palms. Halfway lift when you get there. Exhale, fold. Press to stand, both arms reach up overhead, palms come to touch, and as you exhale, draw your hands down. Let's do our second side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, find your chair pose. Let's twist onto the second side, left elbow over your right thigh. Bring your left knee back. Press your palms together firmly. Shoulder blades roll down your back. Sink your hips a little bit lower and then look down to find your balance. Step your left foot back, find your high lunge with a twist. Twisting a little bit deeper by hugging your lower abdominals in. Look wherever is comfortable for your neck. And let's drop both palms down onto the mat, find your down dog. Let's do pigeon on the second side. Right leg rises up and then bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Reaching your left leg back behind you. Try to sink your hips low. Keep your weight evenly distributed and fold forward. 5 long deep breaths here. Start to ease your way back through to your last downward dog. And let's lower our knees down onto the mat. Make your way all the way down onto your back. Keep your knees bent, feet flat on the ground, hip width distance apart. And let's find our bridge pose. So curling your tailbone under, start to lift your hips, lower back, mid-back off of the mat. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back and use your arms to press against the earth to get a little bit more lift. Keep your inner thighs squeezing and hugging in towards each other. Balance on your left leg as you start to reach your right leg up. Try to straighten through your right leg, flexing through all of your toes, and slowly drop it back down. Let's switch sides. Leaning into your right leg, left leg straightens and reaches. Remember to press your arms down into the mat. Try to relax your neck and jaw. And let's lower it down. Move your arms out of the way, and we'll slowly release all the way back down. Hug your knees in towards your chest, maybe rock gently from side to side. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, let your knees fall open, and maybe just let your palms rest on your belly. One last hip opener here, slowing down the heart rate, slowing down the breath, and feeling the energy through the lower body. Take 5 more deep breaths here, trying to get the length of your inhale to match the length of your exhale. And from here, let's make our way into shavasana. Maybe use your palms to draw your knees back in towards each other. Straighten the legs and take up as much space as you're comfortable taking with your upper body. Maybe allowing the eyes to close. Give your body this opportunity to integrate everything you've done throughout this practice. Thank you all so much for doing this class with me. I hope you enjoyed. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Thank you again. Namaste.